It's Genshin time. I've left off right video. And I ended up finishing this really quick. And also clean this. And that's about it. I'm using my resin, so I don't have to go out of my way to stream to it. I'm probably gonna hate this. So give me a second. I'm gonna do this. And we have to go over there, so I'm just gonna pin that and then go to that waypoint to unlock it first, and then we'll go to where we need to be. Actually, can I capture this? Yoink. Is there an easier way to climb this actually? Wow, there's literally stairs. I was gonna climb the building up, of course. Also, I don't know what I was thinking. Clearly the boxes are to indicate that you can go through that place. Alright. This way. I'm gonna get these while I'm at it. You know. And I hit the fire. There we go. I'm already on max, so I'm not gonna try with that thing. I'm gonna kill these guys though. For more mats. Alright, and we're here. I said pyro, I should probably get him. Pyro anyway. No, in this game there's gonna be like there's gonna be a hydro enemy somewhere. You know what? I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna go like this. Just hope it works. Search the ruins.
So we're underneath NATLAN right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
Yeah, we must have walked quite well then.
Because in the distant past, NATLAN was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons.
Oh.
Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are
Yeah.
Saurian ruins?
I don't think she's talking about Saurians, I think she means actual dragons. Yeah, the ancient dragons, I'm guessing.
Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns?
Yeah.
They had their own advanced civilization?
I mean, I'm on. Have you not been keeping up with the lore? How could you? You should be keeping up with the lore right now.
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
Well, that's not
So
good.
what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
No. It's going to be obstacle
I,
after
I
obstacle
forgot
from here
since
on out.
last time we were going to the Night Kingdom save a child from getting their soul devoured. Just what I wanted to hear.
Why are you all laughing like that? It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Well, that's my kind of team. Venture will live for moments like these.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think we
Oh.
can stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of NATLAN's
Can
popular
you go up
sports.
there?
And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just focus on what's good for you.
Such as?
Vegetable juice.
Okay, can you go up there?
Want some?
You know, Ian-san, Paimon feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
Nice.
Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before.
Oh,
Let's go. Show no mercy.
it's like the little bishop rings. I'm gonna leave this guy over here.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Should I have used Side of Traveler?
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
There we go. Let me get this chest real quick. I like how no one's talking about the fact that we can just do this. They're kind of just going along it.
Whoa, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Our 102 enemies.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Terra smash. Quick. Silence. Be sanctified.
Ooh. Well, we get to use this again.
mighty be humbled. Terra smash!
Strike. Here comes the catch. Busted.
Oops. It didn't do the whole version. Imagine if we just left this mission, all the chests would respawn, it could just spawn infinite amount of primo gems. Yeah, 100% of that somewhere, right?
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
What do you mean, Paimon? You can literally just fly. You don't need to climb. And here we
This must
are.
be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about. The one ripped open by the abyss.
Yes.
I don't know
There's
what
something in the
gave
depths
that
of this place that feels familiar,
an impression.
yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up.
Yeah, we
Don't
do,
push her
Paimon.
through before she's ready.
Pushes.
Hey, you don't have to drag Paimon. You're pulling too hard.
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
Ooh.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
There's abyssal energy everywhere.
That overflow of energy is probably what trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Yeah.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Probably.
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
Oh. Quite convenient.
That's it?
Yeah. Don't try it now. Don't try to run away.
Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
Gotcha.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah,
We
these
pray,
floating
because
black
apparently that
things
works.
Don't look super friendly either.
Those are
They're
all
probably just
manifestations
souls.
of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Ooh.
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
Oh, they added new local legends? Ooh. I might fight those. Also, welcome.
Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more. But we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly
Alright,
the same.
I'll check where they are.
Whether in triumph
And
or
maybe I'll
death,
fight some
you want your
in the
best friend by
meantime
your side.
after we finish this part.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power.
Oh.
I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful.
Okay.
This place has been severely corroded by the abyss.
Yeah, let's just follow the friendly voice in this abyssal place, because that's
didn't
definitely
realize it had
safe.
gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Wow.
Quick, get back here.
Oh, jeez.
Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way. Not good. More monsters.
We
Alright.
shouldn't waste our time on them.
Silence!
Yeah, I've noticed.
The tides beckon.
I I even have the dull blade equipped. I still think it was a waste to max
Can't
out,
see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
but it is funny. Whoa.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
No, it was not.
Time on like that.
I heard it too. It was a voice from the Abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Well, that's not good.
Paimon just heard it too. Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place.
Oh, hey. Hey, there she is. Uh-oh.
You're here, Kachina! Milani? You made it! Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters. Good idea. Let's go!
Yep.
Let's go, Twirly! Let my name echo in song!
Settle down.
Quietly now. These are about to get dicey. Busted.
Be sanctified.
Why didn't we get to absorb all the balls
You're finally here!
to heal?
Thank you so much! That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The YF's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the YF with me?
Oh?
I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still...
Yeah, but
we
you can't
can't just
exactly
leave the
not
YF
do
to
anything.
suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the YF and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
Yeah, maybe she
No,
should leave and we just stay here.
I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Where's the totem pole?
Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the YUP, not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right, the sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way,
Bro.
so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything.
You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Except you right now.
Does
A
your head still
achievement.
hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that. YUP? YUP! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. YUP, can you hear me? YUP?
So So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the YUB from answering our calls. Alright, get ready everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
I'll help too.
Careful. We've got company.
I'd probably be more effective at purging the abyssal energy though.
Already?
Oh.
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
You killed Malcolm?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril. No, the power of the Abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this
I guess that much.
girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter. That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina, give me your hand.
He does have a point.
Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship. The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said.
Let's go, Kachina.
Preach, girl, preach.
Shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you deserve what's coming to you!
There aren't many in NATLAN who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
To the power of flame!
Let her go! Drilling down! Woohoo!
Woohoo! Not gonna lie, this is like propaganda too. Well, pull for.
Oh, right here! Shabam! Amazing! Surf's up! Amazing!
Hey.
We won! We actually won!
Pretty easily too. Nice job. Turns out he wasn't any stronger than the ones we fought in the past.
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Moalani. Together we really are unstoppable!
Huh? What's happening?
Huh?
My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption.
Oh.
Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals, we stand no chance against the power of the Abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
Ooh.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of NATLAN.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the HoYoverse. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save NATLAN from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for NATLAN. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Damn.
What's wrong, Moalani? So many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew. So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save NATLAN started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to.
Does that mean you already know about this whole thing?
I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wyatt first.
Do we get them? Do we get the mini game? Or no? Okay, we don't.
Okay, that should be enough for to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Huh?
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see
This
the
is
Pyro
weirdly
Archon's
heartwarming.
plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save NATLAN on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyub, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
Huh? But what is the seal doing here? Hold on. Okay.
The opening in the sky! It's closing! We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here!
Wish I could use my characters right now.
Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster! We'll never make it!
Wait, hold on. Did we evolve from a dull blade? I didn't properly see. Are we no longer using a dull blade? Did we evolve? Hey.
You've done well. Now come home.
The Archon saving our ass again.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us. But she's not here.
How does she regain her strength?
Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up? She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness. So you're saying her consciousness did all that? Every great display of power comes at a price.
You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
I'm completely fine.
Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
I mean, yeah.
Let's get going. We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well. Right. The Wyup mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly? I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide NATLAN's ultimate fate.
The Great Escape. Well, let me just let me do this first. Yeah, I'm 20 wishes. Actually, let me check. Yeah, I have a feeling. So I'm 21 wishes in, with 5th guaranteed for the Pyro Archon whenever first she releases. After I get to 90 wishes, I'm probably gonna keep going. If I get enough, I'm just gonna also go for a weapon when she comes around. If I don't have enough wishes, I'll just try to get her C1. You know, for like a guaranteed at least two 5-star weapons.
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
Despite the shorts in Night Realm, and the others all some degree of abyssal contamination. Eugenics as treating abyssal corruption. Harm effects will no longer be permanent. Treatment also leave no symptoms.
Alright, that should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
I mean,
He always has been
yeah.
special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
We don't know why though. Yeah, Paimon's also just not affected by the abyss for some
Given
reason.
the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
Alright, alright. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
Alright. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom. I'll get straight to the point. NATLAN is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh? No. That can't be true, can it?
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, NATLAN never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to NATLAN remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as NATLAN's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wyab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save NATLAN.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Oh.
But that doesn't make any sense.
The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time, or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse.
Oh.
But, as we all know, NATLAN doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
That was all part of your plan?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the NATLAN of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wyab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wyab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shalonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
That leaves 2 people left.
We have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential. Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final 2 heroes are then?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
Well, what if they don't make it in time?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. NATLAN's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean you...
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
Fuel?
Oh.
So
Yeah, I
back
get it.
then,
Yeah.
that's why you...
Yes. The
Yeah.
stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of NATLAN. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to NATLAN's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of NATLAN, they would not mourn their loss.
Even
I mean,
when you put
yeah.
it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all. If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime. Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing, having a victory feast doesn't feel right.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right, you should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Okay. I'm guessing the other Archon will serve me as a lock it up potential of the other ancient name bearers. Huh? Is that? No, I think that just... No.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan.
It does look like an Economia though. But it's
They
definitely not
attract
that.
people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what
The
tribe
star
you're
gave me
from.
that impression.
The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, their absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For NATLAN.
I should just warning right now about the items.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But
Oh.
what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for NATLAN's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
You know, after playing this Archon quest, I can understand why people don't leave NATLAN.
He chose not to come at all.
I can definitely understand.
Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
Couldn't she just ask for the help of another Archon to curse her with immortality or something?
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
She wouldn't be like Farina, who just lived for like a couple hundred years, pretending not to be herself.
No one fights alone. The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That
Oh my god,
is
she
NATLAN's
said
fire,
the Disney word.
the
She said the
lifeblood
D word.
of our nation.
I so ruined that moment. Yeah, I had a feeling I could just jump down.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... Well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
You can tell us anything.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
Deliberately provoked her, so she take the impulse out on you.
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way.
She
Chaska
tried.
never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
I respect your decision.
I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Alright, I'll be sure not to pull your banner.
Huh.
If you come
I
before
thought
the
there was a
at
deeper
the
reason behind their
Con.
arguing.
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's
Yeah.
all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
Yeah, we need to deal with the Abyss eventually. Wonder if that's why Celestia isn't active. Because I bet if Celestia was active, they would throw a nail on NATLAN the instant the instant something happened.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
Wow, now that she became a hero of NATLAN, everyone
It's
just
amazing that you still
trying
made
to
it all
glaze
the
her.
way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day.
Huh.
He got disqualified.
Deserved. Deserved.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
Yep. Me neither.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Paka.
No, he's right.
Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words. Firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Aeon-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said.
I would clap right now, but
I'll drink to that.
my sound gauge is probably
How does it feel
go
being
messed
a
up over
hero,
that.
Kachina?
But we're not gonna get up.
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That way, I'll become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Alright, you know what that means. She's getting added back to the team. I know one. No one needs you.
Whoa!
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
How did you know? That's Paimon's favorite!
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away.
Isn't your panel convoluted? Why didn't she get the heroes from the past to join in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years NATLAN will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short, and beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous.
I mean,
I couldn't make them shoulder that
yeah,
burden.
she's not wrong.
Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was.
Probably, yeah.
So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her.
So that's the life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of NATLAN look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
That's actually what I wanted to ask. If you're already aware of fate.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side, whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Oh.
Ancient names can be forged?
Is that how we're gonna get the pyro element?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in NATLAN are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You'd have to promise me anything, I just want to help out the people.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
We're gonna get an
My
ancient
lord,
name.
we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although
Oh,
your
no.
injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
Ooh. Nice. And better wish. And that's all our quests for now. And we have these to do. I'll just be doing these real quick. Since I've finished the entirety of the Archon quest so far. Yes, in next battle we get a Act 3 and Act 4 is when the actual Archon will release. So 5.3 or 5.2, one of those. I don't know, 1.2 or not 1.2, 5.2 or 5.3. Yeah, I take damage in this. Didn't want to check. Yeah, fine. Maybe I would have just finished the game yesterday. Speaking of, let me just do this real quick. We'll start leveling her up. Yes, you can go down here. That's an underground place.
Right here.
Ooh. I took way too much damage there. Yeah, and the weapon is over there. There we go. Where does this go?
No!
Oh.
I messed up. Again.
Dust!
Ah, right here.
Bow your head.
Terra Smash!
There we go. I'm just fighting these guys for resources. I could have left at any time.
Silence.
Just hit them when I'm walking cane. I'm probably gonna like all of the NATLAN characters.
The show begins. Right here.
Quick!
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Let the world come alive.
Silence. This is Rome, but it poses no threat to me. Let the mighty be humbled. Settle down.
Uh-oh. I have to show you from my warps for a second there. Oh. I forgot I thought. Never mind. I do need to go over here though. Which I'm gonna do. I'm still gonna have to kill those bosses in co-op at least once for the achievement. We'll try to find someone.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other.
All right,
Settle
let's
down.
finish this
Be
batch.
sanctified.
Out of the way or get blown away!
Not very nice.
Bow your head. You win.
Is it what you wish to find?
Oh.
Hopefully the excitement of
I somehow ran out of space. I don't know how.
opening a treasure chest has at least made it a worthwhile experience.
Settle down. Let the mighty be humbled.
I'll just absorb all these.
Let
For
the record
HP
show
for
that
everyone.
I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Silence. You win.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty bad ambush. I'll be honest. Huh? Wait, aren't you climbing? Where? Hello? What?
Let's go, Twirly!
Okay. That was weird. Or whatever you say, game.
Shit, get away from me! Look, over there! That must be Chevin.
I'm probably not gonna stream me doing all the chores. Because that's gonna be pretty boring.
Where did you come from? So strong!
Who's gonna do this one part?
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Yeah. Our reputation has its perks.
Thank you so much. I thought I wasn't gonna make it down this mountain alive. Saved by the Traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad today. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but maybe things are looking up.
Like, send us to help.
She did, huh? I didn't mean to make her worry. I wasn't planning to be gone longer than 2 days, tops. But then, I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the Umbral Needle. It's a large deposit and the purity is exceptional. I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But the phlogiston within the crystals attracted monsters. I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into those bandits. You showed up in the nick of time.
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nachka.
Alright.
Right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former ancient name artisan, and Nachka is her daughter.
Okay. So, she crafts ancient names.
That's right. Or, well, she used to. Now she just handles regular forging commissions.
Why did she stop?
Because of her daughter. Poor Nachka contracted an awful illness, and Tlasoli put everything aside to take care of her. Even as Nachka's illness grew worse, Tlasoli never gave up. Like a torch in the night, she was determined to burn bright, even as darkness encroached from all directions. Still, all's well that ends well. Thanks to the doctor's medicine and the Great Spirit's protection, Nachka's flame was rekindled. Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. But she's well enough to write letters already. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
So that's why you were there. You're not here.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore! What a nice gift! Paimon hopes it helps her feel better.
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Imish is worried sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit Tlasoli tomorrow? It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
Is an ancient name.
Hey, the Pyro Archon said she contacted Shilonen about that already. Let's not complicate things. We don't need anything fancy like that.
Yeah, I was wondering if he if she said anything.
Don't worry, something tells me you'll like this one. But I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself.
You know what? I'm gonna finish all of these before the next Archon Quest releases. I mean the next act of the Archon Quest releases. Just because from what it looks like, it usually changed the story a little bit. Since it's changed the story of this thing.
Right here.
It's still world quest, right? Yeah. My bad. I usually just skip these and then just skip the dialogue and then watch someone else play them. More entertaining to me, personally.
Oh, you're early. Looking forward to your gift?
Well, I'm curious.
Paimon too, but we're also here to see how Nachka's doing. It can't be easy to recover from such a serious illness. And then there's Tlasoli. She had to give up what she loves. We just want to cheer them up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know we're coming. She's probably made all the necessary preparations. Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story, Mish? I'll be right back.
Right here.
Sure, well, let me go to the rock real quick. Oh. Oh, well, this is gonna be short then. Man, was it gonna be short then? If that's how fast it took. I could probably do all of these like today.
Here we are. Nice house, right?
Give me a sec, I'll go knock.
Flasoli, open up! They're here! Flasoli? Are you home? Open the door!
That's strange. Huh, the door's locked. But she shouldn't be out at this time of day.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey, Nechka! Nechka! It's me, Chevin! Open up, please!
Get me to break the door down.
What if something happened to the two of them? What if Nechka got worse again?
Let's not overthink things. They were doing just fine the last time I was here. Nechka was sleeping soundly in her room. Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take Nechka out to get some medicine.
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a Tapetlosaur nest.
Ooh. You have
That's
the
right.
alphabet.
Tlasoli has a Tapetlosaur companion.
Nice.
If I remember right, its name is Iengu? When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iengu help with some digging work. But since Nechka fell ill, she hasn't let it dig much recently. Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess! Iengu's nowhere to be seen either.
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes! Something terrible must have happened.
Let's take a closer look.
The tracks end at this cliff. Could the Tapetlosaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see.
Need to climb. Ow. Very rude of them. Okay, I guess that doesn't do anything.
Huh, there really is a Tapetlosaur up here. Might not be Tlasoli's companion, though.
At least it doesn't seem to be in any danger.
Paimon still doesn't see any sign of Tlasoli.
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
Oh.
That's Chevin's voice!
Looks like there's someone next to her.
Come down, quick! Tlasoli's here!
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence.
By the way, let's get down there.
Why is the Tapetlosaur coming along? Whoa, hey, don't run, you'll hit us!
Iengu, come here. Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good Saurian. Oh, you must be hungry. Sorry. I'll whip up something for you later. All right, run along and play now. I'll come along in a sec. Sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Nechka... Well, she snuck out and ran off by herself. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for our guests. But she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed to find her before long.
Is she alright?
Yeah, Chevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold winds certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's in bed. But it's nothing a good night's rest can't fix. That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Chevin told us how serious her illness was. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
Is she all better now?
Well, she can at least speak to me and go about her day normally. That's already more than I could ask for.
Hey, cheer up! This is supposed to be a happy occasion. We do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway, Tlasoli, about the thing I was telling you before.
The gifts.
What did you get us?
Paimon.
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so
Ooh.
it's almost completely resistant to erosion. The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging.
So like a version of it's like a simpler version of each name.
Don't say that or the Wyab might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same techniques and materials. When I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general aesthetic. But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a special kind of ornament.
Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan, engraved with words that never fade. Quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
You got a good eye for business. No wonder you run your own store.
Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions really are special, though. Word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, and sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. The inscription will never deteriorate, and the meaning will never get twisted. It's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
They're very persuasive.
Yeah, let's get one! We can engrave our names onto it. Then once we find your sister, she can add her name as well. That way, our names will be together forever!
Looks like Paimon's already been hooked. Oh, too precious.
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nechka's birthday present. It's the least I can do to repay you.
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift. I know how much work goes into one of your blaze gem inscriptions.
Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. Then, I'll have you do the inscription yourself. Nechka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Think things are better with company.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. You sure we have enough travel funds? Hold on, this isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all of our mora, right? Chevin?
You never know. You do look like you have some savings to spare.
No, don't listen to that, traveler. You'll end up losing all your mora.
In any case, it's up to you.
Oh no, it's the Tapatlasaur again! Quick, someone stop it! Paimon doesn't want to get run over again!
Whoa, there.
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I'd like you to help me repair my blaze gem inscription. I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped, so I haven't been wearing it. I tried fixing it myself, but I just couldn't get it to stay. Could you help?
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin, for going all that way and...
It was nothing. We all just want Nechka to get better.
You're right. Miangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you in just a second. I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready, Traveler. Maybe
Okay.
we'll even line it up with Nachka's birthday.
You think
We could
so?
even have a little party.
Oh, that sounds great! We'll look forward to all the good food, and we'll make sure we're ready to eat. Anyway, see you around, Tlasoli!
Damn.
Look after yourselves. Nachka is going to be so happy to meet you.
Honestly, I'm probably just gonna end it off here. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do have this to claim now. Nice. I'm so gonna be grateful for the art whenever she comes around. Yeah, no. Come on. Not mind here, please. Shoot. I need to work on some stuff.